You know what time it is. We've got 6 things you should know, and first up on our list, 318 Restaurant Week kicks off today in Shreveport-Bossier. Yeah, this year's event will include lunch and dinner specials at more than 50 participating restaurants, as well as 10 one-night-only dining experiences. Tickets to those events selling out quick. You can find out how to reserve your seat on arkltexhomepage.com. Yes, and our number 2 says we're only as old as we feel, but what if there were some habits you could avoid to help keep you from looking older? Health experts say ignoring depression can cause you to age faster. Adding depression speeds up how fast the brain shrinks. Yeah, and your morning cup of joe may be giving you more than caffeine. Coffee lowers hormones in the body that reduce inflammation and makes us appear younger. Other aging habits include sleeping on cotton pillowcases and eating only fat-free foods. Interesting. And our number 3, doctors are seeing a rise in mental health issues for millennials, and social media could be to blame. Researchers looked at data and found a massive spike in reports of depression and suicidal thoughts around the mid-2000s, and say those numbers line up with a rise in popularity of social media platforms. Yeah, researchers say the way younger generations spend their leisure time is drastically different than previous generations. Study found young girls seem to be especially vulnerable, with data showing 1 in 5 teen girls facing depression in 2017. And our number 4, child life specialists in Utah that are helping children manage anxiety about being in the hospital using playtime. Ashley Davis has the details.
Little Corbin Cox, or should we call him Dr. Cox, is putting on his medical gloves.
This will kind of hurt.
And prepping his doll for surgery.
All done, little baby, go home.
From playing doctor to crafting with his parents, Corbin knows how to make himself comfortable even when he's not at home or school. He's actually at Primary Children's Hospital.
Children navigate the world through play. From bubbles to Barbies, child life specialists make the hospital a friendlier place.
Intermountain Healthcare's Jordan Anderson says going to the hospital for any type of visit can be overwhelming for kids.
They're really anxious about it. It's a whole different place. They're not used to being.
And for Corbin, this special playroom made all the difference when he visited the emergency room a couple years ago.
He had a traumatic injury where he was bleeding significantly.
As his father, Tom Cox was really worried. But to his relief, the child life specialist brought Corbin toys to distract him.
The doctors and nurses were able to give him an assessment and figure out what was going on without him being anxious about all these people in the rooms.
And put him at ease.
The pain went from probably an 8 down to a 2.
Anderson says young children have difficulty expressing themselves verbally.
So we want to give them opportunities to express their feelings about being in the hospital through play. Can you hear it?
Yeah, he doesn't have a heart.
He doesn't have a heart? That gives them a sense of control and makes it less scary.
I'm giving him medicine.
For Corbin, it was a game changer.
It eased me a lot knowing that he was in a better mental state and able to cope with his injury.
And now, the hospital is no longer a scary place.
He left the hospital, when do we come back? When do we get to do it again?
Thank you. Now I want some bubbles.
Yeah, that's all you want to do now is play with bubbles.
Or just put glue all over my hand and then pick it off.
Or glue or something like that.
Did you do that?
I did, but you were telling me that you did. You just put glue on your hands and just
pick it off. He asked me if I ate the glue, that's what you think about me?
That's what people do, right?
Just chug glue.
Yeah, I think we all did that
That's
as
the
kids.
kind of kid you think I was.
Some of us still do it.
So mean. Number 5 on our Monday list is the home and buying selling season, which is now underway.
Yeah, this year, new industry is taking off that you can help do both. Here's NBC's Chris Clackham.
We'll buy your new house with an all-cash offer.
Maybe you've seen the TV ads or billboards or gotten a flyer in the mail from what's called iBuyers, online real estate companies like Knock, Open Door, Ribbon, and OfferPad, offering to quickly buy or sell your home.
Brand new way to buy and sell homes. You can sell your home without having to list it and show it.
John Enberg's with Open Door, who, like the other companies, offers to buy your existing home with cash.
Get a no obligation offer that's done by our local pricing teams, and then if you like the offer, you can accept it, set your closing date, sell directly to Open Door, and we're a cash buyer.
Selling your home in days instead of months for a commission that is a little higher than a local real estate firm, but
these days are willing to pay for time and convenience and certainty, and that isn't available necessarily through a traditional sale.
Ribbon has a slightly different approach by helping you quickly buy and move into the home you want without waiting to sell the home you're in.
You pay rent and you rent until you sell your previous home, and then once you do that, then Ribbon will transfer the ownership of the home back to you.
Ribbon charges the seller just under 2% of the purchase price of the new home, just so you, the buyer, gets more time to sell the old one.
We basically buy them the time so that they don't have to settle for any less.
But settling for the big change in the way homes are now bought and sold. Chris Clacken, NBC News.
And sixth and last on our list is a local foundation that is making one girl's dream of becoming a fashion model a reality.
Yeah, NBC6's Dominique Dillon shares how they're rolling out the red carpet for one very special girl.
The crowd cheers on a fierce 10-year-old as she rocks the runway.
It's a dream come true, honestly.
Caroline Band says she's an average kid, loves all things fashion, and has dreams of becoming a model one day.
I did a lot of practicing throughout the past month.
But Caroline also is battling something rare, Loeys-Dietz syndrome. It's a genetic disorder that affects her connective tissue. She was diagnosed at 5 months old.
When she was diagnosed, there were only about 300 other people worldwide that had her condition, so it was quite scary.
Caroline spends a lot of time traveling to doctor's appointments across the country.
It primarily affects her heart. She has an aortic aneurysm, and so she's monitored very closely with CT scans, MRIs, and echoes.
But today, doctor's appointments are the last thing on Band's mind as she fights back tears while her daughter rips the runway.
It's pretty emotional. She doesn't get to go on stage and do all the things that a lot of other 10-year-olds get to do, and so, you know, get to seeing her perform is really fun.
The fashion show was held at Parish Girls Boutique, sponsored by Pay It Forward Networking, a volunteer-run foundation that grants wishes to children with special needs and or life-threatening illnesses through networking.
She is such a special little girl and just a unique personality, so this was truly perfect for her.
And as for Caroline, she's not letting anything stop her from living out her dreams.
One of the things I've always wanted to do, and I finally got to do it.
And to learn more about Loeys-Dietz syndrome, visit our website at architectshomepage.com.
Yes, and don't go anywhere when we return. We're helping you decorate your home for the spring using the best custom-made wood furniture.